G'day, how's it going, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Australia Worldwide Entertainment for round one of the NRL Telstra Premiership on Rugby League 26. We're playing on PC, and we are going to Brookvale Oval, ladies and gentlemen, for the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles taking on last year's minor premiers, the Canberra Raiders. We hope you enjoyed this game. Premiering at 1080p, 1440p after premiere, added to our Rugby League 26 gameplay playlist. Check out all of Rugby League's action here in the 2026 season as we continue to do all of the rounds action here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment. You can see other round one action on our dedicated playlist. Let's go to Brookvale Oval now for this big clash of Saturday night football.
Hello and welcome, I'm Andrew Voss. We're coming to you from Brookvale Oval as we welcome you to tonight's clash between the Sea Eagles and the Raiders. And with me as always, Cameron Smith. Both teams will be looking to start the competition in the right way. What are your thoughts, Cameron?
G'day, Vossi. How good is this atmosphere? The crowd is packing in to see their teams go head-to-head in one of the most anticipated clashes this season. The team that's the most disciplined and can hang on to the ball longer will go a long way to winning this. I can't pick a winner at this stage. Too close to call.
So, an opening round clash, it should be an interesting opportunity to see what each team has achieved during the off-season. It could be a fiery opening to this game. We're ready to begin. The crowd goes up with a kickoff. Sanders takes it on the full. They force him back. That's a clever pass. They bring him down close to the sideline. First tackle up. Oh, good ball. Bit of gusto in the hitter. Two of them combined to bring him down.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Rushes into dummy half. Sasangi works it on. They drive him back. Held call by the ref. Comes up with a play the ball. Good pressure from the chasers. And offloads the ball. He's beaten one. Now he's beaten two. Good play. They grab some decent territory.
The defence is struggling to hold them here.
Delivers the wide ball. They kick downfield. Didn't use all 5 tackles there. They're closing the gap. He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. That's the first of 6. And they give him a real rattle up there. Plays the ball. Papawati.
Well done.
The referee calls help. That's the third. Looks and turns the ball inside. Look at Cameron Smith's face. They've knocked on. Held as the call from the referee. The referee shouts 0 tackle. And now the scrum to pack. Loops a pass. Running along.
Look at him. Down to a jog. Doing it easy.
Grabbed by the defence. Plays it. Gives it on. Shovels it wide. Oh, he's through the line. Trebojevic puts him away. Second of 6 tackles there. Play the ball now. Tapini. Stopped by the defence. Driven back in the tackle. And he'll be forced to play it. Halfway through this set. At dummy half, Papali'i. Now with a hit up. Not far away and challenging the defence. The attack coming in waves. Gets to dummy half with a hit up. Fumble. A knock on. They're forming up for the scrum. Fires out a pass. Hard to contain, and look at this. Has found space.
Take your time. plenty of time.
That is certainly the place to score a try.
And the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles have scored the first try, and Tom
The
Trbojevic
Sea Eagles
straight
will
off
be
the scrum.
stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence, and in the end, it was just a simple stroll to the try line.
He looks fairly confident as he lines this kick up. Straight down the hey diddle diddle.
Always a good way to settle the nerves, if there are any.
Keen chase needed on the long kick-off. That's good positional play to take the kick. Well done. Back to the field of play.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Halted by the defence.
Bang! What a tackle.
Holding up a short pass. Puts it down, but no knock on. Driven back. The Sea Eagles unable to break through. Trbojevic. Tokiaho. Contained by the defence. They're going sideways here. Mid front on.
This is some impressive defence here, pinning the opposition inside their 20.
Cutout ball. Fogarty gets a kick in. Weeks marks the ball. Superb tackle. And he's stopped in that one.
Chasing together, that's what we like to see.
Sends that pass out. Smashes into them. And down he goes.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Finds support. Tapani cutting at his teammates. Hits it up. The visitors notch a full.
And the reply straight away, Canberra, Ethan Strange scores a try for the Raiders. And it's now 6-4, kick to cup.
Still some work to do with this kick.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Good kick, and they'll get the points. Drives this kick off long. And he's right in position to field the kick. Throws himself into the defence. He's taken there in that tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
There's the dummy. He's got defenders closing. Slips the pass. Beats a man.
He's proving elusive.
He's almost made his way through. Turns it inside. Takes the hit up. Keeps going. Is tackled after making good meters. They continue to roll forward. Sanders. Wrapped up. No way through.
Some enterprising play.
Tries a back pass inside. He gallops over the 20-metre line. That is yet another full
And
kick.
straight through him, and Hosborough with a runaway try
The
there
Raiders
by
have gone
the
distance
Raiders,
in scoring
and
that
now
try,
the
Vossi.
Raiders are
This team has
leading
the skill to attack
10-6.
from anywhere, and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
This should be easy points.
Simple job, really. Block out a very vocal crowd and slot it between the posts.
Lands the goal. That's 2 points. No problems at all. He doesn't miss those. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. A good chase will be rewarded. Picks a mark and runs straight to it. Ball and all tackle.
Beautiful.
Flicks a short pass with a charge. They force him back. Referee shouting hell. There's the second. Moves it on. Hosborough. And is able to come up with a hit. Gets his hands free and offloads. Hard and straight the hitter. They drive him back. He's shut down there by the defence. Plays it on the halfway line. Brings it up. Gathered in the tackle. That's the fourth. Has a look and flicks it inside. Good front on defence. The defenders running like seagulls to a chip. It's wave after wave of attack. Flicks the ball inside. With a kick so high, it'll probably come down tomorrow. Hopewati under it. Defence has prevented an offload. Simpkin decides to run from dummy half. Stands and passes. Passes. Chasing well. Give it away, son. You've lost the ball. He'll be absolutely furious with himself there, and rightly so. Lays it off. Olakauatu.
Great pass.
Another try. What a four-pointer that is.
And Manly have answered back. What a game of footy we have here at Brookvale. 12-10 kick to come.
They'll have the chance for another two now. He converts the try to level the scores. The kickoff is long. Kohler with a good catch. That's a good ball and all tackle. With a little bullet pass. Dragged down.
This is just absolutely sensational. A gripping contest.
Oh, drop ball. That hurts.
The opposition will be relieved to see the ball spilled there.
Sends it back inside. Hit up hard and straight. With an offload. Sanders. And with a step. Pushing him towards the touchline. Picked off in the tackle. Well, he's gone over the sideline. Tries the inside pass. Finds support inside. No advantage there. Referee has called up play. Referee says, fellas, we'll have a scrub. Has a look and passes long. Straight through. That try is right
Straight through the middle, ladies and gentlemen. Eden Sanders has scored the try to bring Canberra back into the lead of the game. 16-12, kick to come. What a game of footy we have here.
The crowd, they're stunned.
The Raiders have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Their opposition had no answer in stopping that try.
That's a goal. Sanders is having a sensational game with the boot. Kicks long. Starling collects it on the full. Driven back in the tackle. And some powerful defence coming in. That's the first. Nice vision. Cut out ball. Sanders spills the ball. Drops his lollies. Plays it 10 metres out.
Infringement.
Rushes into dummy half. Trebojevic. Hopewati. The Sea Eagles
Ruck
threatening
infringement.
to come up with points. Referee calls out zero tackle. They're just metres away from the line. Shovels it on. Forced backwards. He was just about through. Plays the ball a couple out. Gets the ball. The Sea Eagles not able to break through the strong defence. Third tackle the call. No way through. Comes up with a play the ball. Brooks. The opportunity to score is still on. Shut down. That's good defence there. Snappy pass. Will test them on the ground with a grubber kick. They're closing the gap.
He just keeps going and going and going.
A try to the visitors.
What a runaway try there, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen to him.
Well,
Seb
the
Chris
opposition have
with
simply
a try.
fallen asleep, Vossi. That's a second try
And that has
conceded in
blown
almost as
the
many
game
minutes. The captain
wide
will have to gather
open
his
now.
troops and get them focused here before it's too late.
Gap has opened up. 22-12.
Now the chance to add the extras.
What a great first half of footy this has been here at Brookvale Oval.
Nice kick.
Many
The
points
Raiders
scored.
lead by
24-12.
There's plenty of depth to that kick-off. Strange. There to field the kick. Oh, he's running backwards. Kicks low with a grubber. First half complete. Well, Cameron, I liked what I saw. How about you?
The home side are down at half-time, and after what I've seen in the first half, it comes as no surprise. Their commitment on defence was poor, their execution with the football was lousy, their coach will have plenty to say in the dressing rooms.
Both teams handling the conditions. A quick word from their coaches, and we'll be back into it.
Well, there we have it, 24-12 at half-time, and here at Brookvale Oval, it's been an absolutely entertaining game of footy, and I don't know what Cameron Smith's going on about there, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's have a look at the stats. And the highlight. And it is the Sepquist try that took the game out to a 12-point lead. So 24-12 at half-time. Canberra over Manly here. Let's head back to Brookvale for the second half.
Ready for kick-off. Half-time is over, and we're underway again. That's good positional play to take the kick. We'll look to find the sideline. That ball is over the sideline. Back underway with a tap. Brooks.
Nice pass.
Halted by the defence.
The defence tonight has been first class from both sides. Not afraid to put their bodies on the line here.
He puts on the bear hug in that tackle. That's the first of 6. Passes inside. What a step! Captured by the defence. Second of 6 tackles there. Feeds it on. They drive him back. Rounded up by the defence. That's the third. Plays the ball. Tapini. Seized in the tackle. Still a couple of tackles up their sleeves here. Play the ball now. Fires out a pass. They force him back. And he pulls him down just short of the try line. Plays it. Gives it on. Snaps it for a field goal. The defence is good, but the handling is horrible. He's tackled in goal. They'll get another set from the dropout. And he's right in position to field the kick.
Well done.
Breaks the line. He cops an absolute pounding in the tackle. At dummy half. Driven back. Contained by the defence.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Gets the dummy half. Tapini. Weaves his way.
He's proving elusive.
Nice defence there. Ref shouts third tackle. Turns it inside. Now with a hitter. The Raiders unable to break through. Unable to break through. Passes short. Sanders. Held as the call from the referee. This is just outstanding defence here. A snappy pass. Quick to get to the loose ball. He's taken there in that tackle. That's tackle number 1. Grabbed by the defence. That's 2. Works it on. They're in hot pursuit. Young puts him away.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
The Sea Eagles throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. Probing for holes, but no way through. Commands plenty of respect from 2 defenders there.
This is some impressive defence here. Pinning the opposition inside their 20.
Gets a kick in. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Batters his way through that tackle. Forced backwards. That has shaken him up. Holding up a short pass. Play the ball on the 30-metre line. Starling scoots out of dummy half. Breaks through the tackle. He's clear of another. That's another 4-pointer.
He got it down eventually, and there's Tully Starling with a fantastic try.
The opposition were
And
absolutely bamboozled in defence and had no
gets it in. There we go. 28-12, kick to come.
Sanders looks up at the posts. Sanders is striking them well tonight, as the stats show they have nailed 4
And he's missed
from
it.
4. Makes a mess of it. No goal.
Not to worry, I'm sure nobody but the crowd and TV audience saw it.
The kickoff is deep. Strange, able to take that catch with a charge. Ball and all tackle.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Thinks he sees some space wide. He's run through another. Makes some ground. And that's the second. Loops a pass. Takes the hit up. One-handed offload. Passes. They're closing in. Sasangi driven back in the tackle. Wrapped up. They haven't been able to make much ground here. He's halfway through this set. Slips in the short one. Hard and straight the hit up. And he's stuck in that one. Strong defence here. Plays it on the halfway line. Martin.
Great pass.
And is able to come up with a hit. A wall of defenders. Referee signifies 5th tackle. Wide is the ball. Kick, and look how high this is. Trebojevic with a good catch. Has a look and flicks it inside. Wonderful tackle. On tackle number 2. Feeds the short ball. Mid front on.
Beautiful.
Shovels it wide. Big impact. Can't handle it.
Huge pressure now.
Referee says play the ball on the 20-metre line. That's one. It's still on. They collide in the tackle. Held call by the ref. That's the second. Looks and turns the ball inside. That's the right place to score.
And there's another try, ladies and gentlemen. Hosking with the try this time. 32-12. Kick to come. The Raiders are just dominating this game.
Played across the park here.
He should have no troubles with this one.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Sanders is in good form with a boot, and that's shown by their stats. So far, they have converted 4 from 5, and they'll pick up the points. The Raiders lead by 22. Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Brings it up. Twinkle toes. He's shut down there by the defence. First tackle up. Flicks a short pass. And with a step. And almost beats the defence.
And the home fans are yelling at their team to improve.
Hosking. He's beaten 2. He's gone straight past a third. Brayley says adios to another defender.
Oh, the footwork. He's running them ragged.
Rushes into dummy half. Martin. Gathered in on halfway.
Bang! What a tackle.
Plays it on the halfway. They've got numbers. Savage. He is unstoppable.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
That's a clever pass. Puts up the bomb. It was promising, and then the knock-on. That kills off the momentum. The knock-on. Comes up with a play the ball. Olakau'atu. And he'll be forced to play it.
Takes the tackle. Safe option.
Moves it on. And he's nailed by the defence. Can you believe it? They've knocked on. Run on defence. Finds support inside. Throws himself into the defence. And he runs into some effective defence. First tackle there. Tests the defence with a short ball. Well, he's beaten the second man. What a chance this is. Just metres away. Plays the ball a couple out. Hosking. They force him back. The Raiders not able to break through the strong defence. Halfway through this set. Young. Strange. The visitors notch a four-pointer.
And there's another try, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Strange with his second try of the game. 38 now for the Raiders.
A match at home thinking the home advantage will give them a head start. But if you don't play the basics right, it means absolutely nothing. That's what we've seen here.
38-12.
Couple of deep breaths as he looks to kick this one. Sanders is in great form with a boost. And the stats show they have landed 5 from 6.
And there's a conversion. 40 points to 12. The Raiders
lead by 28. Goes long. Strange. There to field the kick. Nice step. He's almost made his way through. That is the first tackle. Flicks the ball inside. He was just about through. There's the second. Cutout ball. Papali'i. They've got the numbers. Cutting it up to the defence. He's tackled there, but he's made good ground.
A solid chase there.
With a little bullet pass. Nailed in that tackle. We reach play number 4. Fine support. Stopped by the defence. Ref says play it. 30 metres out. Shut down. That's good defence there. The Sea Eagles managed to get the ball. That's a good ball and all tackle. Shovels it on. Quick with the pass. Forced backwards. And not able to offload as they come in over the top.
There has been some outstanding defence tonight.
Hopewati brought to ground close to the sideline.
Absolutely brilliant. The defence has been exceptional.
Gets it away. Garrick. Dumped in the tackle. Mark that one as the 0 tackle.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over.
Well, Cameron, that proved to be a walkover.
The Raiders have been very clinical tonight, and their opponents had no answer to this onslaught. A very solid win.
Well, as the crowd starts to leave, Cameron, he's already gone. Don't worry about saying bye, Cam. We'll see you next time.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Canberra Raiders, too good for the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. There was a very tight tussle at the start of the game. And then the Raiders just absolutely piled the points on. As soon as they got that 12-point lead, they never looked back. 40 points to 12. Canberra over the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. Let's have a look at the highlight. There was plenty of those. And this was just the toughness of the Raiders with that tough try just there. The max stats there in the end. Tom Sterling with the man of the match. 7 tries to 2. Absolute blockbuster. Thank you very much for watching Rugby League 26 with your Aussie Don. Check the dedicated Rugby League 26 playlist today. You'll see all of the fantastic 2026 NRL Telstra Premiership action there, as well as our 2025 NRL Telstra Premiership action we had since the game's release. And we'll see you next time for more here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment, your entertainment destination down under. Hooroo.